welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I'm like kind of getting into this one video a week mode because it's the end of the year. If you didn't know, my name is Marilee and I am a teacher as well as a lover of makeup. And we're getting near the end of the year, so things are pretty crazy there. But anyway, the point of today's video is to show you the things that I purchased at the Sephora VIB sale. Now, I was just talking to my husband yesterday and he's like, what happened to your no buy? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what, I do know what happened to my no buy. I bought something. I mean, that's what's been happening. So anyway, if you'd like to see what I bought, what tempted me to not only not do my no buy, but to not do my one product a month. Remember when I had that goal? Anyway, if you'd like to see, just keep watching. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I purchased and also include clips of me applying everything on my face. I included everything that I bought on my face as well as some additional products because I didn't buy a full face. The one thing I don't have to show you is the perfume that I bought. So I decided to buy this Replica sampler. I have never been happier with a perfume purchase. So a couple things about me and perfume. Number one, because of my body chemistry, I turn scents. So when you smell a scent out of a bottle, my body just literally turns it into something else. And it's very hard for me to find a fragrance that smells like it smells out of the bottle. That's number one. Number two, perfume doesn't last very well on me. So I like to be able to smell the perfume that I'm using, and I found it. So these are small bottles, which I absolutely love because I think maybe I've gone through one perfume in my entire life. They're small little bottles of some of their more popular scents, and they smell, I'm not going to try to explain scents to you because I don't have that skill, but they smell beautiful. They smell beautiful. They smell beautifully. They are beautiful in their scent. They smell great. There it is. Anyway, the names I think are actually perfect. And so this is Replica Beach Walk. It smells beachy. There you go. Then there's Replica Jazz Club. This I think is very much a unisex scent. It's wonderful. I love it. Then there's Lazy Sunday Morning. I didn't know that had a scent, but it does, and it's wonderful. Then there's Sailing Day. Absolutely love it. And then the last one is By the Fireplace. And this one I've used a few times, but it's, I think this would be a great scent. I can't get it out. Come on. Okay, got it. I think this scent would be really excellent in the fall and the winter. There's something beautifully like deep about it. But I have worn all of these scents, since I purchased them. I use like a different one each day. Most of the time for school, I'm using Sailing Day or Lazy Sunday Morning. I think those are like light, easy scents, but I smell them on my skin well after I use them. They don't turn like this crazy scent on me. I think they're just beautiful. And I personally would rather purchase sets like this because I like to, I don't have a signature scent. I know my mom does, and I love that she does because I smell that scent and I always think of her. I don't have a signature scent. I think I like to change them. And so I like this sampler because depending on my mood, I really like switching it. But I feel like I can use almost all of them interchangeably. I love every single one. So that was a great purchase. All right, the next thing I purchased is the Sheer Glow foundation from Nars. So let me insert the clip and I'll just kind of speak over it. So I got mine in the shade Vienna. It is light 4.5, I believe. And this is a really beautiful foundation. Here I am applying it. You can see it has a light, nice coverage. I don't like super heavy coverage, but the one con, which everyone talks about, is why does this not have a pump? It's the most ridiculous thing. Plus, the top of the bottle gets quite dirty as you, if you have any foundation on your hand. So those are the two cons. But the foundation itself, I think, looks very nice. It is not mask proof. It's not pretending to be mask proof. So it's a little bit hard for me to give a super full review on it because I always wear a mask when I'm at work. But I have enjoyed it on the weekends. I think it's a beautiful foundation. Easy, put it on. The color is perfect. And yeah, so I like it. I'm excited. The next product is the One Size Beauty powder, Turn Up the Base powder. I have mine in light 1R. I love the packaging, first of all, but I am debating returning this because of this. I did try it as its own powder foundation. It's fine, but it did break up on me a little bit, and I didn't love that. And I don't really need, if it's not going to be a powder foundation, I don't really need additional powders. If you look at it in my skin, particularly as a powder, I think it sets makeup nicely and I think it helps the longevity, but I don't think for me it is a powder that I will continue using or use enough to make it worth it. So this is definitely one that I'm considering returning. I'm going to try to use it for the rest of this week as a powder that I finish my face, and try another time of it as one overall powder for my skin, and see if, as a one powder foundation, and see if that helps. If it doesn't, then I am going to return it, and I am able to return it at Sephora. And I think, if the company offers returns, you should take advantage of it. All right, the next product that I've absolutely been loving is the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow palette. I don't know why I've never owned this. I love it. First of all, I love how it opens. Like, it's horizontal, but I don't know, but it's vertical. I love it. Anyway, so this adorable palette has a bronzer and a highlight. I'm using it on my skin, so here's the application of that. I think the bronzer is this very special color, and I can't fully describe it. It maybe has a little bit of pink in it. I'm not sure, or peach, that makes it, I think, a super wearable, everyday kind of powder. Natasha Denona's powders are really beautifully milled, and they just blend very nicely on the skin. And then the highlight, I think, is beautiful but undetectable. And what I mean by that is you can't see a stripe of highlight on my skin. My skin just looks glowy and natural. And I think that's beautiful. I can love a really strong highlight look, but I also love something that just looks like my skin is great. And I think this does a really good job. I also like that it's a mini size. I always love mini makeup because I don't really go through makeup. So it's nice to have some, not to pay the full price for it. Now to the eyes. So I did purchase 3 palettes, and I'm going to use one of them for this eye look in particular. So let me talk about the other 2. And the other 2 are Natasha Denona palettes. So I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I think her shimmers in particular are really beautiful on the eyes. Mattes are super blendable. I just think it's a great formula. And so the first palette that I got was the Mini Nude palette. So this completes the mini palettes that I want. There's a mini Sunset. I've never been interested in that one. And there's another mini, I can't remember, but this is the last one that she has put out that I'm interested in. So this is just an easy eye in a package. Palette. It's just an easy eye look. That's what it is. And why I like these is sometimes I just don't feel like it. And I've actually been in a little bit of a makeup rut lately that I put on one eyeshadow and I'm like, I like it, let's go. I don't feel like doing all of the steps, or I'm just, I don't know, I'm just kind of in like a mood with makeup right now. And I love the things that I've gotten, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. I just want something simple. Simple keeps being the word that's kind of hitting me. And I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's because it's the end of the school year. I don't know if it's because I'm just tired and need a nap. But this palette just spoke to me as, this is simple. You can get some pretty eye looks, and let's go. So here are some samples. It's 5 shades. They are small pans, but totally, you could totally work with them. They just blend beautifully, and they're easy to wear. And those are some bad swatches, but you get the gist. It's just a nice, pretty, warm, neutral eye. I really like it. These are $25 with the 20% off. I thought that was great. The other palette that I bought from Natasha Denona was finally the Mini Glam. I've gone back and forth on this palette like 150 times. So my sister is the first one who purchased it, and then she actually let me use it. I did 5 looks. I never uploaded it because I felt like my 5 looks were the exact same look 700 times, or 5 times, exaggeration. Anyway, and I thought they were pretty, and I thought they blended just like Natasha Denona eyeshadows blend, but I didn't love it. and I handed it back to my sister and I was like, thank you for letting me use it at one. I keep seeing more and more people talk about it. And I do like cool toned shadows. Because my eyes are brown, I can wear a variety of colors. That's the one consolation that brown-eyed girls we can give to ourselves. You know, the blue-eyed and the green-eyed, their eyes always look so fancy, but we can wear every eyeshadow, which I appreciate. So I do like cool tone. I think it's pretty, but it's so monochromatic. Very similar to the bronze palette, which I like. So I've gone back and forth. And then I was speaking to my sister and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to purchase this palette. And the reason why is because I want to merge the bronze, a little bit of the sunset, and the Glam palette. So I'm going to show you this palette that I've taken out lots of shades. And these shades are lovely. I'm not suggesting that they're not. But what I've done is I've pulled my favorite eyeshadows from the Glam palette, the bronze palette, and a couple from the sunset palette, and that one from the Love palette. And this brings me so much joy. So I have labeled all of them so I can put them back in the palettes that they belong to, because I love that I can do that with the Natasha Denona palettes. I can pull shadows out, but I also sometimes love for the palettes to be the way that they are, you know, to put them back to where they belong. So I love this. I think this is just a great palette. Like, somebody make this, or I just did. You know, I have warms, I have cools, I have some purples, I have a shadow that won't stay straight. I have some beautiful inner corner shimmers, I have some depth. This just makes me happy. So that was the real reason that I purchased the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and so far I'm happy that I did. And now the last palette that I purchased was the Berries and Cream palette from Dominique Cosmetics. So I did a whole video on the Transition palette from Dominique Cosmetics. That's really how I was introduced to the brand. I love that palette, all matte. You can use it on your face and on your eyes. I cannot believe how quick it makes your makeup to use one palette for all the things. Absolutely love it. So then when I saw this on sale, I grabbed it. So this is upside down, okay, because of the mirror. But let me show you, I'm gonna insert while I'm talking to you the footage. So I love this palette because it is a cool / colorful palette. So we definitely lean more cool tone, except for Soft and Sweet, that, you know, that's kind of like a neutrally warm, which is one of the shades that I'm using. So, but I love that there is some color in here. So in this look, I'm using Soft and Sweet all over the transition, up kind of closer to my brow. Then I use this Toasted shade, which is so interesting to me. And I actually noticed while I was applying it, there's a bit of almost like purple underneath it, or a mauve tone, which I really, really, really like. And then I will use some Sweet Cream just to brighten my the inner part of my eye as I worked on that crease. And then I'm going to use Blueberry Muffin as a liner. So this one I wet. So first I put the brush in the pan, get some product on it, and then spray it with Fix Plus. And I'm using it as a liner. It is messy. It's not perfect. You know, don't judge me on that today. But I love using eyeshadow as a liner, and then I go over it again a little bit with the powder. So there's a little bit of the wet eyeshadow underneath, and then a little bit more of the powder. And then I brightened my inner corner with Sugar Cookie. Wow, that one is really bright. The other shades in here are beautiful. I've made several looks. My little daughter, my 4-year-old, picked some for me to make a look out of, and it worked together really nicely. They're just beautiful, and I think they blend really well. Here are some of the shades. So you can get a berry look very much. The navy takes this in a totally different direction. And then you can get some really simple everyday looks using chocolate mousse and Sweet Cream, Toasted, Soft and Sweet, like just a simple everyday. You don't have to worry too much. I will go back to that simple idea. But this palette, I think, like takes me a little bit from the simple. I can pull it, but then also when I want to do a more colorful eye look, or, you know, I'm in the mood to play a little bit more, this one does it. So there you go. Those are all the things that I purchased in the Sephora VIB sale. It is always super tempted, right? I'm always super tempted at that sale to purchase. That 20% does something. It's good marketing. Good job, Sephora. You did it. I hope you come back to some future videos. If you haven't, please subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.